Hello and welcome to Kump.
Hello.
We're back.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everyone involved in anything, whether it's crypto, whether it's
The Ukraine war.
the Ukraine war. We're Martha Stewart. Much love to you. We don't know you. One day we might. Welcome to the show. How are you, Lucie?
I'm fine.
Just fine?
I meant to say that for some reason I thought that for a second I got mixed up and I thought that would come out more enthusiastic.
You still trying to pull off that southern drawl from?
I meant like fine and dandy.
I'm fine. We were off for a week because we were in the wonderful city of New Orleans.
Beautiful city.
Beautiful city. We talked a lot about it on the Patreon, so if you want to catch up with that,
if you listen to the show and you're from New Orleans and you want to buy us a drink, too late.
Sorry.
We're back.
Why didn't you tell me you were going to New Orleans? We would have made you a bucket of Sazerac. We appreciate it. But, it's just we were on a tight schedule, and that's the facts. So, shameless plug. You can go to patreon.com/RayCump and join the Patreon, and you hear all about New Orleans. If you've never heard of the city, it's in Louisiana, which will come up later in the show, a little tease. This is 2023. We're getting more dynamic. I'm teasing things throughout the show. More new things. Welcome. It's a time of rebirth, much like the Phoenix. I've been called the Fat Phoenix of Long Island, but not for long. I was inspired by, I don't know what you call Lex Fridman vis-a-vis our show. The great Lex Fridman. I
would say he's a companion podcaster.
Companion, yeah. We're I think there's a mutual respect amongst me and Lex and you and Lex. Even though we've never met, and he probably wouldn't appreciate that I call him Fridman. But I don't know what to tell him. You want to say your name properly? He's gotten.
I didn't realize, but it is spelled Fridman.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I
thought you were just being. I just thought you were being willfully obtuse, but it's like it is actually. It should be Fridman.
I am a multi-level marketer, but also a multi-level comedy layerer. I layer the jokes. There's like much like a Dark Souls game, which I've been streaming, the Dark Souls and the Bloodborne on Twitch. If you like video games, you go to our. We're not going to talk about that, but go to our Twitch, twitch.com/TV/whatever. A lot of plugs, but the point is, he got a little. I don't know if you call it a controversy, but he posted a little New Year's book list, and people, he caught a little flack for it. I guess let's just bring this up. This is his. We scroll down. I screwed up. This is his profile. Bring us back. But the point is, he posted a bunch of books here. I'll just do this. Now go back. Oh, you got it. Okay. He posted this list of books that he wants to read in 2023. Which is, I think, a commendable thing to do. Lex Fridman wants to better himself, the cyborg scientist, the man who speaks to computers. I guess people think he should be reading, Unix manuals all day and dialoguing with HAL 9000. But he's not.
He wants to challenge himself.
He wants to challenge the world to challenge him. And he's got this book list, and people are taking shots at him because it's too simple, mostly. He's reading a book a week. And
well, let's see what we've got on here. We've got
1984 by George Orwell. Very fine book. I read it. Now, I'm not saying this. I did read it in 8th grade. So what? I'm sure Lex Fridman's read a lot of books when he was in 8th grade. I wouldn't even understand. Mostly because they were probably Russian books. But regardless, I don't speak Russian.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I think that's a legitimate book to read as an adult.
I prefer the BBC television original one from the 70s or 80s. But as a book, you can't complain.
Look, it's not necessarily some thing that's gonna widen the vantage point.
I disagree.
Widen the perspective of a genius like Lex Fridman.
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 And I disagree. I think
robot genius.
I think he could be inspired by the restaurant at the end of the world or whatever they call it. And
well, he's not going to read that book.
And then tell, if he's interviewing, Putin or whoever, Bo Diddley.
He never promised.
Who is Bo Diddley?
He never promised to read the sequels.
That's not. No, he didn't. He's reading the one. Who is Bo Diddley, by the way? I brought him up. That's someone we shouldn't talk about? No, that's fine, right? Isn't
he a rockabilly musician?
I don't know. But I don't know why I thought Lex Fridman. I think he's dead. Either way. Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. About, it's basically 1984 with chemicals, right? More about drugs.
With chemicals.
Well, it's drugs. It's all about drugs. I mean, whatever.
The dulling of the minds of citizens.
Like people
through drugs and pleasure.
Yeah, it's just a different kind of dystopia. Yeah. Whatever. A lot of these
it's
are
real boomer shit.
Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. On the Road by Kerouac. I could see why some people might say this is like a
high school reading list.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, look, he's trying to engage the public. Do you want him to say he's going to read what is something? I mean, he could put Plato on here.
That would have been good.
Plato might have placated people,
look,
ironically.
Some people are flexing in the comments of this, saying like, I read all these in high school. I doubt that some of these people read in high school. I don't think most people read the Brothers Karamazov.
Have you ever interviewed Bam Margera? Then shut up. Now, has Lex did? I don't know. I should follow I might make a commitment to listen to Lex Fridman more, because I haven't really listened to it. He's a very, very nice guy.
We should get you on, Lex Fridman.
We should talk.
This is my New Year's resolution.
I have a different resolution. We'll get to that in a second. But I think maybe the first step to get me on is to start calling him Lex Fridman. That might help. But whatever. People, it's the Fight Club. All right, I read Fight Club. It's not a great book. But what are you gonna do? So people are taking shots at them, and then the thing I hate about Twitter is it becomes a thing of like. We're gonna take shots at you, and then everyone's taking shots at the guys taking shots.
Yeah,
and it's just like everyone's rushing to the defense of people. How about you just fight your own battles? Stop. No one should be fighting unless you're fighting for me, and for my blood, fighting for my arms and legs, in a mob scenario.
Mm.
That look, I don't want that because it implies I'm being brutally murdered. But I can see the allure. Now, someone pointed out that, because you go, oh, he's flexing. This is, he's trying to brag with these, lists of books.
Is he trying to brag?
I mean, I don't know. But then someone else, look, I don't think you could brag by saying you're going to read Fight Club. But I mean, it appeals to certain people. Fight Club, I loved it when it came out. I liked the book.
It's funny that Fight Club is on here.
It is. Look, it's a short book. People are like, oh, how are you going to read Brothers Karamazov in a week? Is that, Dostoevsky?
The Dostoevsky, yeah.
You can read that. Whatever. If he talks to computers, you can read Dostoevsky. Here's what I learned from this, though. Someone made a good point that, maybe he's not trying to brag or flex. He's just putting out his resolution, so he's kind of has to stick to it more.
Right.
Which made me think maybe I should do that. Now, I've made a resolution I wouldn't even call it a resolution, but whatever. I started on New Year's. I'm recommitting myself to my diet and to working out and to lifting weights and to doing cardio. And I've been doing it. We've been doing, dare I say, phenomenal at it.
Yeah.
Together. And I thought maybe I should. So I am going to lay my gauntlet down. Just, as a way of motivation. It's a way to, keep myself committed to the cause. Because I don't usually like to talk about these kind of things. I don't like to be the fat guy who's always talking about diets. It's not a good look. But I'm going to do it. So I'm going to commit here on the Kump podcast for 2023. I vow, I promise, I assert myself, I am going to lose 50 pounds every month. Every month. No fail.
50 pounds every month. That seems like a lot.
Thank you.
So
I appreciate it.
Well, you haven't accomplished it yet.
But no, thank you for I'm laying down a gauntlet for myself.
Do you think that's a realistic goal?
I think it's an admirable goal, and I think it's perhaps attainable goal. And I'm going to do it either way. I am creating a reality distortion field with my gut. With my fat fingers. So there you go, 50 pounds every month. And I haven't figured out what is the repercussions going to be because you need the carrot and the stick.
I'll cut 2 of your fingers off.
Well, I might ask you to do that just so I can make it. Let's see how much these fingers got in them. But I want you to sound off in the comments, please. I want to know a good thing I can do. Do I shave my head? Not much to shave, probably. Do I jump off a bridge into a bunch of rocks? Do I join the NBA? Well, how does that work?
Yeah, you're trying to list good, nice things for yourself now.
Yeah.
Do I kiss a lovely model? Do I
eat at a fine restaurant? But yeah, sound off in the comments what you think the repercussions should be. It can't be death. That would not be appropriate.
It can't be death, and it can't be bodily mutilation.
No, unless Lucie does it.
Unless I do it.
Right. But yeah, 50 pounds a month. I mean, hashtag 50 pounds a month? Can we start that? Hashtag 50 pounds a month. It's the new 5 miles a day. Yeah. So there we go. So thank you.
And then 20 years from now, when you're at the same weight you are right now, you can. I'm just.
That's such a
you can talk,
just the way you said that. So mean.
That you could talk about the time in your life when you lost 50 pounds a month regularly.
Oh, you're assuming I'm going to lose it and then gain it all back.
I'm just comparing.
You think if I lost 50 pounds a month, I would gain all? Wow.
I think that I
think more likely I would die.
I don't know if it's sustainable. Maybe. Though I mean, I guess maybe in the first month you could lose.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Let's not think about science here. All right, let's not think about the facts. This is motivation. So thank you to Lex, my good friend Lex Fridman. We'll start because we're making a commitment also to success in 2023. So Lex Fridman, let's have a dialogue with Lex Fridman.
Thank you, Lex Fridman.
That was the only thing holding me back.
It feels like we've crossed a threshold we can't cross back.
I'm done biting a hand that feeds, even though he's never fed me. But thank you.
But we are gym rats.
We've become sort of gym rats.
We're being real gym rats.
We're going down to the gym in the basement.
Yeah.
And we're pumping and we're slopping.
We're pumping and slopping. And just we really our diet. We've become real diet fanatics.
Yeah.
If any of us was to even smell a freshly baked muffin right now, we would vomit.
I am sickened by chicken parmesan. I want to take my own life if I ever see a crumpet. How is your mentality going?
It's going great. I've been eating lots of brain food.
Sure.
Lots of salmon.
A lot of salmon.
I eat pretty much a whole salmon every day.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you lose weight, eating a whole fish.
Yeah. And avocados.
Don't say what demographic are you trying to appeal to?
Ketogenic, no carbs. If I ever see somebody now at this point, I'm to the point where if I see somebody else eating a carb, I just want to
cheat on me.
Them. I just want to murder them.
Yeah, we're back. Welcome to the show. Now other podcasters have been taking hits recently. Can you call him a podcaster? I guess he's a podcaster. He's a multi-marketed man, a man full of vim and vigor and cryptozoology.
An energetic young man.
Yes. We don't know him. He seems like a nice guy, I guess. I don't know. A lot of people take shots at him. I don't care. Was he the one? I think his brother was the one who went to the Japanese forest, right?
I think so.
Logan Paul is, now you wrote in here Logan Paul scam on the little icon here. I don't know if we should call it that. There are people calling it a scam, and they're being sued. So let's not do that.
Okay. Let's
not get sued in 2023. Also, I don't know the facts. What can we bring up? What is going on with our good friend of the show, Logan Paul? What is his story?
Logan Paul threatens to sue YouTuber CoffeeZilla after CryptoZoo scam claims.
Scam claims, right. Be careful. So what is this all about? Let's read this article a bit. Let's learn.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, we gotta make this bigger. I can't see anything here. There we go.
YouTuber Logan Paul is no stranger to crypto or controversy. In a video published Tuesday, he vehemently denied most of the claims YouTuber CoffeeZilla made against his crypto game project, CryptoZoo.
So it's a crypto game. I thought the crypto game was like, give us your money and we'll give you an ape. And it's like, it's fun because you're getting, it's a dumb picture.
I guess you use this game and you mine little eggs. You nurse eggs until they hatch.
Like a Tamagotchi?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Tamagotchi, but with fake money.
Right. It's Tamagotchi and it's destabilizing the world economy.
Yeah. Right, yeah, exactly.
CryptoZoo is an online game on the Binance Smart Chain. Now, is Binance one of the good ones? I thought Binance went on, but I guess is Binance the one that was going to buy the one that went under? FTX?
Oh, maybe. FTX is the one that Tom Brady or whatever got.
I think so.
Yeah.
So Tom Brady, this is the anti-Brady smart chain. This is the Giselle chain.
To be fair, I mean, so far I like this not scam better than
the apes.
The FTX marketing because
right.
Because if you
at least you get to play with some eggs.
Yeah, you get to play with some eggs. And if you remember from another episode of our show, we watched that commercial that Tom Brady was in selling FTX. It was and it was completely targeted at like working class people, saying like, put all of your money into this right now.
Hey, you smuggled yourself into this country for a better life. So why don't you buy this? Buy this monopoly money.
Whereas this feels like the kind of thing that is.
Remember when that coyote tried to screw you and your wife when they brought you to Arizona? Well, whatever. Here's some trinkets. Give me your life savings.
Yeah. Whereas this feels more like it's being marketed pretty much exclusively to very dumb people. Like this is what eggs. This is a crypto zoo with eggs. This is something that fat housewives play.
This might be good. Let me read. CryptoZoo is an online game on the Binance Smart Chain where it uses by eggs that hatch into hybrid animals. This sounds like Pokemon, which I don't like, but I'm sympathetic. If you like Pokemon, all right. I mean, I played it. I played Pokemon Red back in whatever when it came out. It's fine. You ever play Pokemon?
Yes.
So you might like this. What if Squirtle could pay for our kids' education? Imagine that. Imagine if I had bone cancer and the only way I could, get the surgery I needed was if Charizard, if we had a Charizard that, ended up.
Charizard?
Yeah, Charizard. It's one of the Pokemons. If we had a Charizard that was that had matured into a nest egg of sorts. Why would they just call this nest egg? That sounds like a better name. CryptoZoo. Call it nest egg. The money thing,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
it's probably copyrighted.
Why doesn't Logan Paul do everything I say he should do? That guy's only worth $50 million. According to a company blog post, the animals could yield holders passive income in the form of the zoo token. Okay. We got a zoo token here.
Yeah.
This ain't bad. This is better than I thought. Paul previously said in the August 2021 episode of his podcast that CryptoZoo is a really fun game that makes you money. I mean, why can't we're trying to make a living being Twitch streamers. On top of this, it's not the craziest thing. You play a game, you make some money.
It is the craziest thing. It absolutely is the craziest thing.
Both of them are the craziest thing. Watch this fat idiot play Dark Souls, or go buy or go play in a CryptoZoo. Either way, it's pretty bad. But the vision hasn't exactly been realized. So what's the problem with the CryptoZoo? The token has plummeted roughly 89%. In the past year. That's not great. That's a bad yield. That's my finance terms. Yield. You know what yield is?
Yes.
Not this.
That's not what a yield looks like.
It's a negative yield, maybe. According to Pancake swap data. Wait, am I reading that right? How is any of this real? Oh, I'm gonna bring this up. According to Pancake swap, highlight this. What is this sentence? According to Pancake swap data. What is the world now? I mean, I didn't read this before. I mean, maybe I should have, but I mean, what the hell? I'm sure they might have valid data on their site called Pancake Swap. But I mean, how are we relying on Pancake Swap?
Pancake Swap is another game where you you flip a pancake and you
and you steal your mother's Vicodin.
and you get maple syrup coin.
And your dad tells you you're a bum, and you throw eggs at him. He says he can't cook eggs. That's my egg game. My dad said I can't cook eggs, so I threatened to burn the house down. What is so? According to Pancake data, and Findle, whatever, this guy spoke with over 6 different people who claimed to have lost thousands each from their Crypto Zoo purchases. I mean, to be fair, you could lose that playing those stupid mobile games like, mobile Holocaust or whatever. Those games where they come up during the Super Bowl. It's like, hey, you want to fight Hitler?
Right.
And it's just like,
No, is that the future, that all of these games are going to be tied to some kind of Bitcoin? You're going to be doing, Mama's Burgers.
Well,
Mama's Burger Flipper.
I mean, it would have been if these pancake datas or these eggs. What the? What is life anymore? Why? I want you to join my game. It's called Wounds and Sores. It's just you can make a lot of money if I get my foot cut off because I let gangrene foment on my foot. It's a crypto. I want to make a cryptocurrency tied to my health, to my biometrics. What would that entail? Maybe that's how I keep this diet going and this fitness going. Is that I create a crypto coin, which I'll be heavily invested in my own biometric data. So that if I get fatter, or if I stop pumping iron, then we put all our money into it and we leverage all of our assets into this. But you can all get in on this, and that's how we do it. So basically, financial ruin if I don't get fit.
Could we somehow factor into this plan that...
Wait, this is not a bad idea.
Could we somehow factor into this that people who buy the coin also own a percentage of your bloodstream?
So, like, how does that materialize?
It's kind of like a timeshare, but
okay,
it's your blood.
You own a share in my blood. Interesting. Can you sell... I will create digital tokens that sell... it's more like, look, when you had these toxic assets in the mortgage crisis, you didn't buy a whole house, or maybe, I don't know how it worked, but everything gets aggregated into little bits. So you own a piece of my liver.
Yeah.
My fatty liver. and then if I die, you lose money. So this is an interesting thing. We might be able to kind of create, maybe this is our ticket out of the small time. This might be the kind of thing we shouldn't even be talking about, because this sounds like a good idea. We somehow create digital tokens that are tied to the biometrics of maybe athletes, politicians, someone, Tom Cruise. Can we get Tom Cruise involved in this? We just watched a couple of the Mission Impossible movies, and he's doing things at the age of like 58 or whatever that boggle the mind. He's jumping out of planes and for real.
Yeah.
Can we sell digital tokens based on his heartbeats?
Maybe. At the very least, it might incentivize him to do more cool stunts.
Right. I mean,
or more dangerous stunts.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, he could maybe he'll jump off the Sears Tower with no parachute just to make that. How does this work? How does anything work?
Yeah.
How do we make money?
Don't fixate on how it works.
Good point.
The
reality
point is the idea.
Field.
Yeah, reality distortion.
We'll be the new Elizabeth Holmes. I mean, honestly,
I do think that there might be a risk with people basically doing a stock market on individual health, because Then you have people who are maybe shorting people's health, and then you have guys sneaking into Tom Cruise's
Yeah, it's
house
an insurance company.
and trying to inject butter into his veins.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So we have like ex-Navy SEALs. Instead of going to like Blackwater or whatever, becoming mercenaries, they get brought into the digital mercenary field, where you can hire guys like Michael Clayton instead of like doing it to guys who like instead of like injecting poison into guys who like are gonna like whistleblow in your company. You have digital crypto cowboys who hire these .com mercenaries to inject butter into the heart of Tom Cruise. Yeah. This is a very fascinating. This is interesting. This is a brave new world.
Yeah.
I'm Aldous Huxley, and you're Linda Huxley. Is that her name? His wife's name. Linda.
Why do I have to be your wife? Okay, I guess because we're a couple.
Cat's out of the bag, I guess. All right. So, CryptoZoo blog has not published a new post since April of 22. Well, that's not. I mean, keep the blog going at least. At least get people. Look, people are invested in your crypto coin. At least give them some blog posts like, "Hey, buddies, so we still have no money, but we're working on it." You don't have to do anything. Just talk to people. I find when you talk to people, when you've defrauded people, it's best to talk to them.
Right.
I'm not saying anyone's been defrauded here, but when there's the whiff of that, when people, because that's when people get mad. People like Logan Paul. Otherwise, they wouldn't go to the CryptoZoo with the pancake data, right?
Right.
So, I mean, they're invested in him. As long as he chats with them, that's all they want. They want to be buddies. Is there anything else to this story? Paul denied that
that's all it takes if he like created a username like the way the way Dane Cook created a username at the beginning of AIM or something. I
don't know the story. Tell the story.
And he used it to chat with fans. Then
which fans?
Then his scandals.
Which fans did he chat with?
I don't know. He had a name.
I don't.
Name.
I was.
You don't remember?
I respect Dane Cook. I think he.
It was very well known in my class.
Exactly, in your class of people, young girls.
Yeah.
So tell me, because I was not. Even though I knew of Dane Cook and I have nothing bad to say about the guy, whatever. But like I didn't chat with him on AIM.
Well, neither did I.
Well, tell me about this.
Look, in practice, nobody chatted with Dane Cook on AIM, but the fact that he had an AIM screen name that you could chat to was novel in and of itself.
But no one, yeah, I guess. You think I should do that? Start name, screen name?
Only if you plan to defraud people. I think then it would come in handy.
I think, I think if Logan Paul just went on the Pancake Data forum, what the fuck is Pancake Data?
We gotta look up what Pancake Data.
Look up Pancake Data. I can't not know. What is Pancake Data? What is this? The maple syrup index? What are we doing here?
What the hell is Pancake Data? Oh, Pancake Swap.
Oh, data from Pancake Swap. We're correct. We fumbled that. We bungled it.
What is Pancake Swap? Pancake Swap is an exchange, even though it is a decentralized one, and the most basic function it supports is trading in BP20 tokens.
Can you imagine the pitch there?
Let's go to the Twitter for Pancakes.
Can you imagine the pitch in some Wall Street bank or some hedge fund or whatever? You try to convince. I mean, I guess that's not what they're doing. That's why he was able to. Can you imagine going to a finance guy and going now here's the thing. You gotta get over the name. It's called Pancake Swap. Now, here's what it's a decentralized market. A decentralized exchange for pancakes? No, it's. I mean, what?
This is their New Year message on their Twitter account from Pancake Swap. Time to flip some cakes and celebrate a new year full of endless possibilities.
Let me bring this. So what are the who? How does Pancake Swap fit into all of this? I don't understand. The cheat. Wait. Hold on. This comes up for the people that are related to this or whatever. This is these are the things that if you like Pancake Swap, I guess you also like the Cheesecake Factory and Coca-Cola and cake music. I don't know what's going on. I think we should. Yeah, maybe we should. What if crypto just like? Why doesn't IHOP start a crypto? Just bless you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say I have a heart. Why doesn't IHOP start their own crypto? And it's like but it's tied to like you get free pancakes. I've been to IHOP and gotten crepes before. I think that girl. Remember that story about the girl I dated once who wanted like salad, like expensive salad dressing?
Yeah.
She also we went to IHOP and she ordered these crepes and didn't even eat them. I just remember that.
I didn't realize when you told me that story at first. The salad dressing thing always struck me as weird.
Yeah.
But when you told me the breakfast story, because you have told me the breakfast story.
Oh, I have. Okay, yeah.
I thought I imagined some little like kitschy like breakfast place.
Oh, okay.
I didn't necessarily imagine an IHOP.
IHOP's nice.
And you're looking at her crepes and stewing over them.
I mean, look.
I'm starting to see this girl's perspective.
It was a time when I didn't have a lot of money, and I was willing to spend the money I did have on women. Yeah. But, let's not go. You want crepes? I'll take the hit. But he's going to order them to order them? It's like some kind of test? Yeah. You're going to test me? I will not be tested. Unless we do so through a biometric crypto NFT exchange. Do you think we can get the guys from Pancake Swap on the show? Or do they only exist, like, will they come in pancake, like, outfits? Do they dress like pancakes? What is, like, I mean...
I think they're just, honestly, I think if they were going to do an interview, they would just send a little, like, their little animated cake character.
I am now for crypto. Who is Janet Yellen? Who's the guy? Who's the current? No, Janet Yellen's gone. Who's the current?
This is who they'd send.
Who's the current? Oh, this little thing.
The little rabbit.
Okay. Well, look. Here's my new thing. I've never been bullish on crypto or NFTs, but I would love. Who is Jerome Powell? That's it, right? The Fed chairman. I kind of want this to take off now. NFTs, because I want Jerome Powell to have to like talk to the other governors of the different Fed boards or whatever. And like have to like bring up Pancake Swap is published their data, and their projections are less bullish or more bearish than we expected. So we have to raise the interest rates. I want guys who went to Stanford to have to talk about pancake. Well, I guess they already are. That's the thing. The guys who started this probably did go to friggin' the London School of Economics. Yeah. What are we? This is what we're doing it all wrong. We need to be cartoons. We need to have we need to do something to people.
we need to hurt people in some way.
I'm not saying hurt. You always take it too far. I'm sorry to always be the guy saying that.
I'm always just inferring what you're obviously implying.
Well, that's the point. It's supposed to be an inference. It's supposed to be a certain je ne sais quoi. Right? Right? Are we on the same page? The point is you should be doing something to people. Yeah. And what we're doing
not
is trying
physically.
I'm saying there's different ways to stop jiggling cords, please.
The different ways to what?
To interact with your audience. And to take money from them in different ways. It's like, hey, if you join our Patreon, we'll give you an extra episode. And that's what you get, right? $5 a month, you get an extra episode every week. It's too binary. You need to invest in a vacuous amalgamation of forces. Some of them military, some of them related to my bio data, and also crime. But it's all you combine them all into a sludge, and then that's the new world. That's what's going on right now, and we're just doing. Hey, we'll give you a podcast if you give us a little money. Duh, we're idiots. We need to be ephemeral. We need to be unintelligible. Anyway, moving on. So good luck to Logan. We hope the Pancake Swap data gets better for Logan Paul. Yeah.
Godspeed.
I'm going to the next topic here we have. Apparently, there's going to be age checks on porn.
In Louisiana.
Where we just were.
So you can cross the state line out of Louisiana, get onto Pornhub.
Do you even know what's next? Where? To where?
To, I don't know. What's next? Arkansas?
I don't know. I mean, it might border Arkansas. I was trying to catch you. Florida, I think it borders. We're not good at geography. But the point is, we have this. I should make a new thing because it's always I'm cutting off with a headline article. It doesn't matter. Whatever. There's this story about Louisiana's making you insert your driver's license if you want to go to Pornhub.
Well, no, not exactly.
No. Okay, tell me more.
They're making you use this app that it seems like you could pretty easily download if you weren't 18, but
what's the app do?
nevertheless. Well,
is it a pancake data app?
It's a pancake data. You have to prove that you have some pancake in your wallet if you want to use porn sites. Pornographic websites must check that users in Louisiana are over 18 years old or risk being sued. A new law in the U.S. state says. Republican state legislator Lori Schlegel, Lori, who introduced the bill, hey Lori, says she was inspired by musician Billie Eilish.
What? What?
Who has spoken of the effect viewing porn.
The girl talking about the girl who sings about sleeping with my dad.
It is weird.
I'm gonna have
I guess that's the point.
I'm the bad girl. Gonna impregnate your dad, girl.
Your dad, girl.
Yeah, that's all right.
I guess that's the point.
That song is too hot.
Porn did that to her. She wouldn't be sucking off so many dads if it wasn't for porn.
Is that true? Is that what I mean? So, I feel like porn would take the edge off, wouldn't it? Maybe she wouldn't be so keen. You think she sees all these videos where like families are just having sex with each other, and she's like, "This is great.
Yeah,
this is fantastic."
I did get the clip of her saying this.
Oh, but let's bring this up.
We should hear the words that inspired a law.
As a woman, okay, let's see this.
A woman, I think porn is a disgrace, and I used to watch a lot of porn, to be honest. I started watching porn when I was like 11. I thought that's how you learned how to have sex. I was watching abusive porn.
Well, don't watch the. I mean, I'm not the guy saying it's all good for you, but like, why are you watching the abusive stuff? Watch the regular stuff.
I feel like she's blacking out some part where somebody. I feel like somebody's gotta lead you to that when you're 11.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
you don't go straight to like getting choked.
She's blocking out the part where some guy with a comb over was like, "Look at this."
Doesn't that look fun? Like, no, you help that woman.
To be honest, when I was like 14, and
she went from 11 to 14.
Yeah, first she's 11, then she's 14.
This is just jump. You're missing a lot of years here.
And this was happening to me when I was 28.
Yeah.
I
was watching all these rough blowjob scenes going, why am I doing this?
I remember watching. Why am I producing this video?
Thought I was one of the guys and would talk about it.
She thought we were the guys?
I mean, you're a guy, like.
Well.
And I, thought I was one of the guys and would talk about it and think it was really cool for not having a problem with it.
I mean, I don't want to say she's totally doing this because I could get sued, but one might think she was totally talking about her creepy brother producer here. Like, which guys did you think you were a part of exactly?
Well, maybe that was her in with men. Maybe she was trying to like.
Or one man.
Well, yeah, perhaps. Look, no,
I don't know. I don't know.
Who wrote those songs? We don't know, and we can never imagine. But I do like the idea of. No, I don't. Not really, but I mean, I like the idea of an adult woman trying to pick up men by going, "Yo, did you see the latest episode of Bang Bus?" Oh, that was the way they tricked that girl who was trying to get to the to the bus station. Ah, what fun. Anyway, how you doing?
That's a great point. Because I also, when I was a kid, I had a little bit of a one of the guys complex.
You were a tomboy?
Yeah, and at no point did I think to go like, hey, look at this.
You like Dancing Bear? Anyway, I'm Lucie. Look how far.
I don't like girly stuff like nail polish. I like things guys like fucking.
You ever see someone almost pass out like that?
like choke jobs.
I mean, I don't know what. I mean, I guess it would be like if a woman came up to me in a bar, like in theory, like before, or even now. Let's just say, like, would I be? I mean, I would stab her with water now.
Yeah.
But,
Thank you.
You. But in theory, if I was approached by a woman who just started showing me clips of like brazzers or whatever,
you wouldn't go for that?
I don't know. I mean, it'd be intriguing. I mean, if it was an attractive woman, like who's just showing me porn clips, I think I'm about to get rolled. I think I'm about to get to get taken down on the knees or whatever. Someone's I'm gonna wake up in a bathtub with no kidneys. Hey, bro. I mean, she has kind of a deep voice.
I mean, one of the guys thinks that...
I mean, she's trying to be one. Hey, bro.
Hey, bro.
It's like when you do your Randy character.
Yeah, that's not like... I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not a guy, but I'm not.
Wink, wink.
To me, that doesn't seem like the thing she's just like abusive porn and stuff. It's not necessarily like a standard guy thing. There might be one kind of dark guy in a group of guys who's into like really like crazy abusive.
Right. Look, I mean,
but
I think
you seem to mostly like big tits and women who are enthusiastic about sucking dick.
Well, but it's more like in a group setting. They're all like, yeah, it's like, whatever.
Right, a
bunch of office friends, friends from the office are coming down and going, yeah, look at that. Oh, what's she doing? Whatever. I mean, look, this is not what the kind of show
it's like the kind of porn you watch. It's like a Parks and Rec outtake, but with dick sucking.
Sure. But I mean, look, I think everyone's kind of, watched a bunch of stuff. But
yeah.
But the thing that's
you go down holes for sure.
But then we talk about it because we live together and we talk for years. But like, it's not a normal conversation with a guy. You watch this fucking clip? Watch that. I mean, occasionally you might like say, when I was a kid, there was kids like remember kids being like, "Oh, Pamela Anderson's so hot." Duh.
Yeah.
At Boy Scout camp or whatever.
Right.
Right before he pulled a hatchet on someone, which happened, but I won't get into that. Outside of latrine, whatever. Latrine's a toilet. Someone put whatever. Point is, it's bizarre. So I'm not sure what she's getting at, but but I'm not gonna. That's her.
Look, I'm not gonna dismiss this out of hand. I'm sure.
I think porn can be a problem.
Yeah.
But I just don't, but there's a lot of other versions of the problem that I never expected. You know how you try to get in with the local guys and you're talking about whatever. Let's bring it back to her. Where is she?
And not seeing why it was bad, and I think it really destroyed my brain, and I feel incredibly devastated that I was exposed to so much porn. I think that I had like sleep paralysis and these like almost like night terror / just nightmares because
there's a truth to the idea. Like it's just there is probably too much for young people, and like who knows what the
I'm down to restrict access to it to adults, but like it's like it is weird.
It's just bizarre.
It's just weird how obviously this is like half of a story.
Perhaps
like it's.
Because of it, I think
I just have this PTSD from watching these clips and the guy who showed them to me, whoever he was. I mean, look, the reality is, it doesn't have to be that situation. You can just go online now and just these kids have smartphones and they can go on Pancake data all day, or they can go on other sites.
Yeah,
and who knows what they're up to? It's a strange world, strange new world, brave new world. I don't think he's very brave though.
I think that's how they started, because I would just watch abusive.
I mean, why are you only watching that? Stop watching that. I mean, whatever.
BDSM. I couldn't watch anything else, unless it was violent. I didn't think it was attractive, and I was a virgin. I had never done anything.
Look, I mean, I hate to be is this victim blaming? I don't know what we're doing here, but I could only watch. This seems like the chicken and the egg kind of thing, except which one came first. I don't know. Look.
But anyway,
if it keeps kids from, I think, look, there's a balance here where, with young people have, it shouldn't just be all there in a dump, right?
No.
Like a literal dump. It should be a literal dump. You should have to go to the dump to find pornography.
Yeah.
It shouldn't just be data dump to you. There's a fine line. Make it harder for kids to get it, sure. If I had, I will do nothing to facilitate a young person having porn. I've never, to be clear. But I'm just saying.
I know that's true.
Why do you know that's true?
I know that's true. You maybe shouldn't state it so explicitly like that.
No, but I'm just saying. No, I'm arguing here. Like, oh, maybe everyone does it as a kid. Everyone looks at this stuff.
Yeah, totally.
And I have no interest in young people doing it.
No.
It's just, but it's a weird thing to have. Like, you can't really argue against this. Is my point.
I own a Bitcoin where whenever a child watches porn, it goes to the moon.
That's an old. That's a 2021.
Yeah.
Poll. What was that called? The what do they call those guys? Wall Street Bets.
Wall Street Bets.
Everyone was going to go to the moon. It's good.
They're gonna have diamond hands.
If
I want to get those diamond hands, kids need to start watching. Kids need to keep watching porn.
It's terrible. I mean, I don't know. Why couldn't they? I don't know that this is the most compelling evidence for doing this. Bill would otherwise
this is just like one weird story about a person who is clearly exposed to a lot, very young. But it's but sure, but yes, the premise I agree with. It shouldn't be as accessible as it is.
Right.
Completely lost me on the road.
Do you think do you think it was did Billie Eilish have to do testimony in the Louisiana State House? and she starts talking about all this stuff, and everyone's just like, all right, cut it out. And then I can only watch abusive 6-on-1 dog fights that also happen to be naked women.
When I was 6 years old, I saw a donkey show, and it just made me realize how destructive porn is.
It's terrible. Who was this, Schleicher, whatever her name was? I think she was like, all right, this is getting a little weird.
An older man put me in a backpack and just kind of carried me. It just kind of stuck me into this donkey show.
This is terrible. Let's not even speculate on this. Anyway, speaking of Jeremy Renner.
Get well soon, Jeremy.
Jeremy Renner. God, these headlines are bizarre today. Jeremy Renner, Avengers star, thanks fans after being run over by a snowplow. Were the fans driving the snowplow?
It does sound like he got run over by a snowplow by a bunch of rabid fans.
What happened here? The star of the Hurt Locker and Mr. Hawkeye. Is it a movie? Mr. Hawkeye, the movie?
Yeah, Mr. Hawkeye, the Christmas.
What happened? He got run over by a snowplow? How did this happen to him?
That's a very Christmassy. That's a very Hawkeye, the show thing to happen.
Get run over by a snowplow?
I feel like he would get run
over. I feel like his character would dodge. But I'm not expecting him to. I mean, I know he's not the Hawkeye man, but I feel like in the show he would dodge that. In the show, he would have just dodged 50 different assassons, or shot an arrow through that made of snow and the plow would just get full of snow. I don't know what these movies do. I don't know. Go to PancakeData.com. I guess that's as realistic as anything else that happens in that show, but. Well, no, this is what happens in real life. You get run over by a snowplow and you're injured. You get terribly, terribly hurt. U.S. actor Jeremy Renner has thanked fans for his support after he was seriously injured by a snowplow. We don't have it on here. I don't think I told you to bring it up on the list. I do feel like we should also mention, what was his name? A football player was hurt. And our thoughts and prayers are with him. Yeah. We're not just cherry picking Jeremy. But we don't, I don't know what to say about that. He had his heart stopped in the game. Oh, no. It was terrible. And then Skip Bayless, whatever. So thoughts and prayers. What's his name? You read this out. I'm gonna give it thoughts and prayers. U.S. actor Jeremy Renner has thanked fans for their support after he was seriously injured by a snowplow. Sharing a picture of his bruised face on Instagram, Renner said he was, quote, too messed up now to type, unquote. Damara Hamlin, her thoughts and prayers to him. Because I feel like we're just cherry picking. Thoughts and prayers. That's what happened. Holy shit, Jeremy Renner. Wow. There's a picture of him. He's all fucked up. Wait, go back. He was too messed up not now to type. What? He was run over by a snowplow, which weighs at least 6.5 tons. I mean, we all know a snowplow is not something you want to get run over by. Who wrote this article? The BBC? It doesn't matter what run them over. 3 times as heavy as a car. Well, a car would be bad too. Jesus. He suffered blunt chest trauma. I mean, am I wrong to ask what happened to make him get run over by a snowplow?
He's probably dancing in front of it.
You think Jeremy Renner? You think that? Like, I want you to go to the hospital where he is. Look at this man. I want you to look into this man's face. Look him right in the eyes. Look. He looks messed up. He really does. I want you to look in his eyes and go, I bet you were dancing in front of that snowplow.
I bet you were dancing. I bet you were doing a little dance.
Why would you think I was dancing?
You Hollywood types just think you can do anything, anywhere.
Oh, that's what this is?
And
it's a class war?
Yeah. And, you know.
It's a culture war.
There's a working man behind that plow.
He looks like a working man. He looks like a guy who, like, you know, serves you. I mean, he currently looks like a guy who serves you a Dairy Queen. I
want to talk to the guy who ran Jeremy Renner over with a snowplow.
Oh God, can you imagine being the guy who, like, I mean, look, I'm sure it's just one of those freak things. He's shoveling snow. He misjudged where the guy was. Whatever, you know, these things happen.
Yeah, maybe there's a dust up and your vision is blurred.
Impaired visibility, as the experts would call it. Probably not. Point is, you imagine being that guy, driving that plow, and you run someone. I think this guy's a human being. He's like, oh, I ran someone over my plow, and you find out that it's the guy who plays the Hawkeye Man. Jeremy Renner, the man, the Hurt Locker himself. Yeah. I mean, what do you think he like thought about committing suicide?
I mean, if I were that guy, I would just go, wait, why didn't you dodge?
Right.
Hawkeye.
Oh, so you be the sassy plow driver?
I'd be the sassy one.
All right, so I'm Jeremy
Renner.
And then,
I'd get sued.
All right, so we're going to do a little thing. I'm Jeremy Renner, and we're an Oprah. Okay. Oprah doesn't exist anymore. Oprah has a special, and we're going to bring together Jeremy Renner and the Plowman. You're the Plowman. Oh, hey, nice to see you. I'm finally recovering after 9 months.
Good to see that, Mr. Renner.
I was curious.
I was rooting for you to have a speedy recovery.
Well, thank you. I mean, I'm just curious because I just,
you know, as a working man myself, I've been injured on the job quite a few times, and I know that it can be very painful.
Oh, sure, yeah. I mean, it was painful. I mean, because you know, I was kind of injured. I was injured on your job. You know.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. So I was curious, like, what happened that day? Like, why? I'm just like, did you not see me?
Well, why didn't you dodge?
Why didn't I dodge?
Yeah.
I mean,
that, by the way, that gets a huge laugh from Oprah's audience.
Oh, okay.
I have no doubt in my mind that would get a huge laugh. Why didn't you dodge, Hawkeye? Just a humble snowplow man. I'm like, salt of the earth.
I'm just a normal 45-year-old man. I don't know what you think I am. You mean because I'm the Hawkeye man?
Yeah.
That's not. I mean, that's computer graphics.
He's still a little sore for being run over with the plow. It would be another huge wave of laughter.
Wait,
this guy would kill. This guy who I'm imagining would kill.
Wait. I'm sure it would. I'm sure you're right. But what are you saying would kill? The fact that, like, what are you saying? Were you blaming on the soreness? Just my stumbling answer.
On the soreness?
Like you said, oh, you're still sore from the. What do you mean?
It's a play on words. Because you're physically sore from having been hit by my snowplow, but you're emotionally sore.
Did I say it was sore? I don't understand. I feel like you just took a shot at me. Like, I feel like you think you got some gotcha when you go like, oh, like you think this is because I played Hawkeye, and it's like, I bet you still got broken bones.
No, it's sore. But somebody can be sore like they're holding a grudge.
But I never said sore. This analogy doesn't work.
No, I said sore. But the meaning of me using the word sore was double.
But I'm sitting here explaining that, like, I'm a 45-year-old man who plays a man in a movie, and you just blurt out, I bet you're still. I guess you're still sore from Like it's like saying like I bet it still hurts at night.
Yeah, because you're saying it in like an accusatory kind of like, you know.
Right, but you're just coming back with like I bet your wounds haven't healed yet, and you think it's some clever thing. It's a play on words. Because I said wound, but I also meant wound. I don't know what you think this Oprah audience is like tapping into with you.
Yeah.
Like somehow like you're blurting this crazy
Look,
thing.
most of them are gonna respond to the hokey kind of humble humble personality. But some of them are
folksy.
Folksy.
Hokey.
But some of them are gonna read into the levels, and that's gonna be where
Read to the levels.
Yeah.
What does that mean? You're making no sense. Are you having a stroke?
I should prep this guy, whoever he is. I should prep him for media.
I feel like he would be like, "What the lady? What are you talking about? Why would they say that to this man? I feel bad. I run him over. I'm just gonna like pour salt in the wound.
So what? You're just gonna go on Oprah and get on bended knee and apologize?
I don't want to ask him to marry me.
Talk.
Imagine if the guy who ran over. Imagine a year from now, the man who ran over Jeremy Renner, the Hurt Locker himself, was engaged to be married to him.
Oh man, that would be crazy.
How can we make that happen? Can we make some kind of crypto token that we could put on the Pancake exchange that will somehow get this guy? How do we do this? I want love to bloom. Look at his face. Let me bring his face back up. Don't you want him to be happy? Look at him. He looks so sad.
He is.
I mean,
I just think this post is really funny because it's like this picture. Thank you all for your kind words. I'm too messed up to type.
But I send all the love to you. But
and it's just like who made him make this post?
What made him? He's being humble. He's all probably painkillered out.
I feel like there's some publicists like hanging over him, going like, "Say something."
You think some publicist is just like, Jeremy, it's Ray, your publicist. Shh, no, shh. I'll get you some more Dilaudid. Don't worry. Nurse, you gotta get more. Get the more the pain, the morphine. She's coming. Okay, I need you to get a quick Instagram post. No, I feel terrible. I want people to see. How I just pissed him. He's pissed himself. You're in a hospital. You smell like that weird bacitracin crap they put on you. He's got tubes coming in and out of all his holes. Mm. And you think I mean, I'm looking at this picture now. You think he was under duress, like forced him to make an Instagram post? We gotta get in front of this. The way you got in front of the plow.
Yeah, Disney Marvel needs you to make at least 2 posts a day.
Oh, you think it was not his Disney publicist?
Yeah,
Disney Marvel.
Disney Marvel.
Good point.
His Disney Marvel case manager.
He's got his manager, his agent there, and like she just pulled the Disney card out. The mouse needs you to.
It's just a picture. The Disney card is just a picture of Mickey Mouse.
It's just like, I'll have you shipped to Finland, you scumbag. Get out of my way. Renner. Oh man. Thoughts and prayers to Damar Hamlin, and Jeremy Renner.
Speedy recovery.
I mean, I feel like Damar Hamlin's injuries were worse. But I don't know. His heart stopped. Middle of a football game.
Well, maybe they'll come on the show and we can line them up and then compare their wounds.
No. I want this to be a positive show. No more of that. No, we are no longer doing that. We're no longer pitting people against each other. Not in 2023. Okay. So, we've covered a lot of things today. Is there anything else? Is there any parting words you want to give for the fans, for the listeners, for the watchers, for a new year?
Well, I want to be a sweeter kind of treat this year.
What?
And I feel like we were a little hard on Billie Eilish, and I just want to say I do like her song Ocean Eyes.
I don't know that one. How's it go? Don't sing it. We'll make it copyright struck. You sing a bird, so they'll think you're Billie Eilish. Yeah, look, thoughts and prayers. We hope Billie Eilish recovers all as well from her psychic wounds and gets better. Louisiana, it seems like, whatever they're trying things out. I don't blame anyone for trying to help kids.
No.
So good job to Louisiana. Maybe led with the wrong celebrity. I don't know. I'm not a politician. But yeah, if you like this show, and why wouldn't you? It's phenomenal.
It's great.
Check out our Patreon. We got patreon.com/RayCump. You get an extra episode of the show every week for $5 a month. It's not a bad deal. So if you like, you can go check that out. We'd encourage you. But, if you don't want to do that, we'll see you next week. And just have a great week.